It was a dark, stormy night in a quiet West Virginia town. Thunder echoed through the hills and rain slammed against the windows like something trying to get in. I had just arrived at my newly rented house, far away from my busy life in New Jersey, finally ready to spend a peaceful one-month vacation. I grabbed some beer, picked up some food, and planned to enjoy my first night alone. My family would be joining me tomorrow. Just one night. That's all I had to pass. But what I didn't know. The night stretched like it had no end, and the longer it went on, the more I felt. My name is Steve. I work as a supervisor at a logistics company in Edison, New Jersey. Life in the city moves fast, too fast sometimes, so I decided to take a break, spend some quiet time with my wife, Lily, and our 5-year-old daughter, Jennifer. We rented a small, peaceful house in a quiet West Virginia town, surrounded by green hills, thick forests, and air so fresh, it almost felt unreal. I'd managed to rent this house for an entire month, and for almost half the usual price. A quiet house in the hills of West Virginia. For that price, it felt like a steal. It was a Friday night when I turned off the main road, onto a narrow, muddy path that cut through the trees. I was just 5 miles away from my dream vacation house, tucked far from the noise, away from the town and people. It was going to be my first night there. Knowing I'd be alone, I had already picked up some food and a few beers just to enjoy the quiet. Just a few feet from the house, the wind suddenly picked up, sharp and heavy, like it was warning me. I ran for the front door, the rain already starting to spit. I flung it open and slammed it shut behind me, locking it with both hands like something might be chasing me. Curtains whipped through the air from the open windows, flapping like they were trying to escape. I rushed to close them, one by one, fighting the wind that had found its way inside. Then thunder cracked, deep and violent, shaking the glass in the frames, and before I could catch my breath, the sky opened. A wall of rain came crashing down, fast and angry. Somehow, I managed to shut all the windows and doors. The wind howled outside, angry, almost alive. Then, just as I started to breathe, the power went out. Everything fell into darkness, thick, quiet, unnatural. I reached into my pocket, pulled out a small lighter, and flicked it on. A warm little flame danced in the dark. There was an old oil lamp sitting near the table, already half filled. I lit it. The soft glow flickered across the walls, chasing shadows into the corners. I sank into the chair beside it, trying to calm my nerves. Outside, the rain hammered down on the roof, steady and loud. For a moment, it was almost peaceful. I relaxed into the chair, listening to the sound of rain above. Finished my beer, ate dinner, and somewhere between the silence and the storm, I drifted off to sleep. When it happened exactly, I still don't know. Steve, how are you? A voice, soft, calm. My eyes snapped open. I looked around the room, left, right, behind me. Nothing. Just shadows and silence. I let out a nervous breath. Probably just a dream, I told myself. I stood up and walked toward the window. The rain was still coming down, steady and cold. No lights outside, no power, just darkness. I left the lamp burning, its soft glow barely pushing back the shadows. Then I headed to the bedroom, still half shaken, and laid down to sleep, and within minutes I slipped into a deep, heavy sleep. It was around 2 a.m. Something tugged at my blanket, slow, deliberate. My eyes snapped open. I sat up in a panic and shouted, "Who's there?" The room was still, just the sound of rain tapping on the window and the soft flicker of the lamp across the hall. But I knew what I felt. something pulled it, and whatever it was, didn't want to hide anymore. Suddenly, I heard a noise, coming from the storeroom right beside the bedroom. Heart pounding, I grabbed my pump-action shotgun from under the bed and crept toward the door. I aimed the barrel straight at the storeroom as I slowly turned the knob and pushed it open. The room was dark, cluttered with old boxes and shadows. Relieved. Then I saw it. A small, shivering cat had knocked an old metal box off the top shelf. I let out a shaky breath and chuckled nervously. Well, welcome to the family, little guest. The weather outside was brutal, cold, wet, and howling. I brought her a bowl of warm milk and a bit of leftover food, which she quickly devoured. She looked up at me once, calm, trusting. So, I let her stay for the night. I gently closed the storeroom door behind her, not knowing that I wasn't the only one offering shelter that night. I glanced at my watch, 4:03 a.m. I slumped back into the chair, exhausted, lit a cigar, took a slow drag, and started thinking about Lily and my little girl, Jennifer. Their smiles, their voices, everything I was doing this for. Then, a sound behind me, like footsteps, like someone running. I jumped up and spun around, just in time to catch shadows slipping toward the kitchen. Gone. Again. My gut turned cold. Something was wrong in this house. I grabbed my shotgun from beside the chair and shouted, "Who are you? Come out! Don't hide! Face me, you coward!" I stormed toward the kitchen, barrel raised. Nothing. Just flickering shadows and a chilling silence. That's when the questions hit me, all at once. What the hell is going on here? Is this why I got the house for so cheap? What aren't they telling me? My thoughts were spinning when suddenly, my phone rang, a loud, sharp ring that cut through the silence like a scream. I checked the screen. John, the owner. Confused, I answered, "John, what's going on?" His voice was low, uneasy. "Steve, are you okay?" "Yeah, I guess. Why?" "Just wanted to remind you. Please, always keep your cross on." I paused. "What? Why? What's going on in this house?" But he didn't explain. "Just wear it, no matter what. Promise me." And then he hung up. I sat there, phone still in my hand, heart pounding. Slowly, I reached for my neck. The old cross pendant, the one my grandmother gave me when I was a child, was still there. I clutched it tightly, kissed it through trembling fingers. Tears welled up in my eyes. Maybe that cross was the only thing that saved me that night. Because whatever was in that house, it wasn't done with me yet.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and the bell notification icon.